plaintiff seeks judgment against defendant and or order for possession of the property and issuance of an immediate right of recovery. So they want her out pretty quickly.
Can you do me a favor? The ledger at the very top on the right-hand side of it, it says move out date. That is where she has been saying she has to move out by. Do you see where it says 3/31/2025?
Yes. Right there.
Okay. So I think that that is what their anticipation is to offer her, is to be out by that time.
Actually, that date would be the end of the month lease that she is currently on.
Correct. But I think that that is when they're trying to terminate it, because sometimes you can ask for leniency and they may give you like an additional.
It is believed that she did go month to month on her tenancy, because that's what her actual 1-year lease was up in October.
Do you have that screenshot? Because I did send that too. I'm not sure if you have it. It did say it was the very first page of the lease, and it gave the date for the lease, and it said after the lease was up that as long it was in good standings, they would continue.
I am looking.
It's like the very first page of the lease, like the very first paragraph. I told you, I studied this lease, guys, and the ledger.
Yeah,
I promise.
I remember you sent it because you pointed it out to me earlier. So I was like, where does it say that?
What did it say? It was on the very first page of the lease. That's what I'm on.
Yeah, page 1 of the lease at the very top where it says the dates of her lease. Like it says it starts October, whatever. Okay, do you see where it says after the lease is done?
Yes.
That they will continue to do it as long as it's successful.
Yes, it's right here.
Okay.
I will read it word for word. Length of time, term. The initial term of this agreement shall begin on 10/10/2023 and end on 10/9/2024.
I do have one random
the initial
question.
term ends.
Yep.
Where? I don't see it. Okay.
Go ahead.
After the initial term, the agreement will continue for successive terms of 1 year each unless automatically terminated as permitted by paragraph 23. So the notice of lease termination that she got made that
null and void.
Correct. Thank you for that word.
You're welcome. All for one, I just wanted to ask you a question. How do you think our research was so far?
Very exemplary. You know why? Because even one of those copies, if I saw it in the bottom right-hand corner on the ledger part, it literally says Exhibit B. And that shows signs of evidence being submitted to the court.
Thank you. And Kim tried to go online yesterday and say that I was showing false documentation.
No, those documents are legit. They're real. Pulled from a legal website.
Correct.
And I want to interject real quick. The end result for Kim Peters, it's sad but true, is that she will not be eligible for HUD accessories or access to HUD resources for at least up to 6 months. There's a 6-month waiting period. And it also includes her ineligibility for Section 8.
Now, I pray.
Did you see what Ray said?
I pray to God that is true, but I do want to say that I do know in her specific county, there isn't a waiting list for housing.
Well, the new landlords, and Ray said it in the chat here, a landlord, whether it be a leasing agency or a leasing office or HUD or Section 8, does not have to rent to her due to her eviction because it is a high risk.
Okay.
I
do get that. Absolutely. And I want to clarify, this is my opinion. She did this on purpose. Supposed she is definitely a DV victim. We have the police report. He got out that exact month she stopped paying. Something is telling me that they're trying to get in together. And we researched and we looked, and just because you are a felon, there is only 2 things that will completely cut you from the list, and he doesn't qualify for either 2 of those. So he is eligible for HUD housing, just to clarify.
That is absolutely correct. We verified that together.
Hey, I do
If
have a
required.
question. Do all of that include her losing that deposit or the? Because I'll be honest with you, from the condition that I see in the apartment, they are literally going to have to rip that entire carpet and repaint the entire apartment over.
She has abused that apartment. The carpet, technically with HUD housing / Section 8, carpet life should be about 7 to 10 years before they replace it. They're going to have to replace it. She's going to be charged for that. And in the termination paperwork, we've also read that, it does say any damages she will be charged for. And in that termination paperwork, it says they are going for everything they can get from her.
Yes.
Everything.
And if it takes them an extended amount of time to do repairs, whatever, if there's something severely wrong with the apartment, they can actually charge her. This was also in the lease. They can actually charge her for that time.
Correct.
If they can't rent it out.
Like, if they can't rent it for 2 months, they can charge her those 2 months worth of rent, and they can charge it at the full price with no HUD assistance, just so we're clear.
And y'all, if there's anybody in here right now that still wants to throw their money at her or has questions, please take a box or ask questions. Anyone, Tammy, or anyone in the boxes right now can answer any questions you have. If you're still supporting her after all of this foolproof knowledge, please would you explain why? I just don't understand, and I want to know. Or if you have any questions, any of us can show you, because everything we've shown tonight has been solid proof that when she's begging for money, she's using it for other things.
To be honest with you, we actually went through our itinerary since we stuck to our schedule very well. I will be more than willing to invite people in and let people ask questions or anything, because I think we covered a lot. But if anybody has questions, I really would love to hear them and talk them out.
Let me go over something really quick. I'm seeing some questions about. It's talking about the animals.
That is in her lease. I didn't send it to you, but it is in her lease that they do allow service animals. It's
part 13 with the sub of D. Have pets or animals of any kind in the unit without the prior written permission of the landlord, but the landlord will allow the tenant to keep an animal needed as a reasonable accommodation to the tenant's disability, and will allow animals to accompany visitors with disabilities who need such animals as accommodations to their disabilities.
I just noticed, hold on one second, sorry to cut you off. We're at 87.6K likes. I just want to say thank you, everybody, for tapping the screen, for sharing the live, and for being here and listening. I really appreciate it. And if any of you guys need to see, if any of you guys want to share this live that may have missed it, it will be uploaded to the YouTube, in which is attached to Mimi's page. So if people need, they missed it or anything, I want to share that out so that they can see it afterwards and be able to view it and listen to what we're talking about.
Yes,
Blue Jay Girl, I do not stream Kim. No, I do not.
Yes, it's attached to my backup
All
page.
for one, yes.
Melly Mel would like to know her current mods, if we're able to at least put their names out there.
Kim's mods?
Yes.
Yes.
Callan, are you in here? Can, Birdie, will you drop for a second so I can bring Fallon up?
Call.
Man.
It doesn't.
I don't mean to drop you, love, but
I can drop. I can drop. It's my
Somebody,
bedtime.
just
Yeah,
anybody. I want Fallon to come
can
up.
we? Can you make them where we have 9 boxes?
Now
you
that we're
can
done
just like-
showing stuff, if anybody
Yeah.
knows how to do it, because I'm dumb and can't.
No, you can do it. Go to your bottom left-hand corner
Yep.
and your guests.
Wait, somebody's touching it already.
Go
Not
to your
me.
guests.
I don't even
There
see
you
it.
go.
Never mind. Somebody did it for me. I already told them they had to control the live.
let me straighten up
Burn, you can come
BK
back.
Francis. What I read you was just exactly from her lease. It doesn't say anything about ADA compliance on service animals or emotional support animals. It just says with reasonable accommodations for a person's specific disability, and anything can be considered an emotional support animal. And it
Fallon.
says the landlord can approve or disapprove.
Fallon.
Yes, ma'am.
Welcome. Welcome.
Welcome.
Um,
Hello.
So if anybody doesn't know who Fallon is, she's a wonderful person who does call out enablers. And Fallon, do you happen to have kind of like an idea of who her current mods are to just let the chat know?
Absolutely.
Perfect.
So the latest one is Brooke Basil. She's been around for a year, and she has been enabling now for a year, and she finally started digging deep in her pockets, and she's finally started giving money, so she's now a moderator. I would not waste your time messaging her. She is set in her ways, and she does not care that Kim is taking advantage of good, kind hearts. There is Dysfunctional, who currently likes to go and enable across Beg Talk. Carol Edwards, Beth Osborne, Kim. There was one other that I just saw them in 2 days ago. You have You Wish You Knew, which we all have a idea who each of us think that is. It doesn't really matter. That person is not giving Kim any money, and I would love to actually see Wish You Knew
Hey,
dig kind of
Fallon,
deep for it.
can you
Yes.
do me a favor too? Can you specify, just to clarify, because I know a lot of information is going around that her mods are paying. She is not really making them pay. She is using it as a money grab. And it is not true.
Correct. That is.
I can vouch as a mod, former mod, I should say. I was never made to pay, and she only says it because she knows people won't send it.
Or she's hoping that there is some dumbass out there that's going to shell it out, kind of like
Or that.
people like Brooke or people like Feline Mom. I mean, it's only a matter of time before Feline Mom opens her handbag and hands over money to Kim so she can be a mod. We already know that Feline Mom thinks that Kim is disgusting, and she actually wrote it in black and white. She lied about it just like Kim lies. So I didn't hear you, Tammy. I'm sorry.
That was me. I just was agreeing with you. I said multiple times that she's lied.
Yes.
About Joanne has lied multiple times about talking behind her back when we have proved it was her account. Brittany, do you want to talk, honey? I don't know if you want to talk.
I didn't want to interrupt. I don't. Y'all are doing such a great job. Seriously, I don't want to even interrupt anybody. So
You're not interrupting.
I really want to hear the feedback because
Yes.
like it makes us know that we are doing good.
yeah, y'all are doing great. I think that this is information that regardless of how she feels about it, she knows. Here's the whole thing. Me and Offer One were talking about today. She knows this stuff's true. When she's saying y'all are lying. Of course, we all know that's her guilty conscience. She knows y'all are putting out the truth, and it's bothering her, and that's why she probably haven't been live today. Oh my God, Offer One! If you don't, I'm going to come over there and beat your living.
Jeff, no double digs for you, sir.
He knows that scares me, and he's an asshole. Anyway, y'all are doing great. Get off of the screen with that shit. He's going to make me say ugly words. No, y'all are doing great, though. I think everybody's needed to see this. I think y'all did a great presentation on showing it. So
Yeah, we tried to really look into it, research it, and break it down before we spoke on it.
well, you know what, too? Hey, Joel, you know what, too? What people, if any of her people are in here, what they have to realize, do they really think that y'all are going to spend your own time and effort as much as y'all put into this to come out here and throw out a bunch of lies? Why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? It makes no sense. Like, to investigate and go as far as you do on your own time. Y'all aren't getting paid for that. Not that.
And I do want you to know we do this on our own time. We do not get paid for it, but I do want you to know that we do this because we are trying to save, because some of us have been victimized by Kim. Some of us are just frustrated with Kim because she uses stories similar to ours for
Jeff, I hope that
manipulation.
It's so bad that you get a rash.
So I just want you to know, it will be posted eventually, yes, on, Mimi, can you shout out what your YouTube channel name is?
Yeah, it's in the chat there. Your best friend 126.
Oh, sorry. Your best friend 126. If anybody needs to share or needs to catch up, the live will be posted on that account.
And look, just for everyone to know, this is Jeff Ross approved. Okay.
I'm scared.
The thing with me is that I've been tragically taken advantage of my emotions, and my emotions led me to create this.
Oh, that's so scary.
All subscribing. Thank you. I did not purposely do that. You guys are making me blush. Stop. All the gifts, guys, they will be recycled. Thank you. We love you.
Thank y'all for
all
gifts.
the taps, all the taps, everything. You guys are amazing. If anybody has any questions, let us know. We can drop some people out of the boxes. If anybody does want to come up, since we did finish a little early on what we were discussing, we will allow boxes to be open. If you have any questions or need clarification or anything like that. I created this little background here, Linktree and bio. It links you to All for One's Linktree with tons of resources. Please look into it. Oh,
if
God.
you want to come up and chat in the boxes, of course you are more than welcome.
Kimmy came back, guys.
Sir, I'm going to drop you out of the box in a minute.
I honestly wish Kim would join the live because I would love to hear what she has to say in regards to this. Now, mind you, I just want to clarify, Kim, we are not bashing you.
Nope.
We are not being mean. But we just want an explanation to why you're doing what you're doing and why you deceived people. That's really what we want to know. I've never blocked you from my live. All for One has never blocked you. Brittany's never blocked you. Fern has never blocked you. Fallon has never blocked you. Nobody in this box has ever blocked you.
I did want to make one point real quick, too. Let's not forget the at least 2 times that I've turned around and offered to literally help her.
No, I saw the messages that you sent her detailed jobs.
Yeah, I even told Brittany today that I was willing to work with her completely, whether it be working out a payment plan with her to get her rent caught up or to get a job from working from home. I don't care what it was. I would have helped her.
What is it she said on that text to you that day that she denied you? I can't remember what her excuse was. Because at first she said she'd look into it.
Do you still have the screenshot or not? Because I know you sent it to me.
I have to drop out. I'll grab it and I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, just to show it because, like, again, I want to show her lies and inaccuracies. And that's, like, my biggest thing that I'm trying. Oh, sorry. It made me do a puzzle because I have the green screen on. Can everybody hear me still?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yep. I just want to make sure because it doesn't think I'm an actual person.
You're not.
I know, I'm fake. CJ, you know what? I'm going to unmod you in a second, buddy.
You know what? Sweet CJ's
Diddy.
like that boil on your hiney that won't go away.
Yeah, I know. And again, I want to reiterate, if anybody wants to share this live to Kim Peters, she is welcomed in this live. And we will not be rude. We will not be mean. We just want to talk to her and we want to hear what she has to say. Cause I just find it interesting. How
You know what I find? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, honey. Sorry.
I was going to say what I find the most interesting is that if she claims that all this is lies, then why don't you come in here and disprove us? Disprove
Right.
it. You know what
That
I mean?
and that's what I'm asking for because I have you guys know I come on facts and receipts and I have sat here and I admitted our wrongs. And that she was telling the truth in certain aspects and everything like that. I am admitting my wrongs. But why can't you come in here and explain what you're doing and why you're doing it? Why can't you give us an explanation?
Yep. And there's her text. I remember the day that happened because we thought the next day she'd be looking for a job and nothing happened. I remember this.
You see the date stamps, right?
Yes, December 3rd, 2024.
Hold on.
I certainly remember it.
So everybody, I want you to look at this. Now it says account not found because
She blocked
after
him.
she responded, she blocked him.
Yep.
Yep.
So I just want you all to know that he did try and help her.
Yep.
And this was her response and then her final answer.
Yep. Yep.
And you know, the thing is, she actually, in a sense, and what really got me mad, she used me to garner the attention to turn around and throw more,
Correct.
in my opinion, more manipulation.
And this is what I'm going to say is she claims that we use her for clout. She's actually using us for clout.
Correct.
And no offense to Fallon. Fallon is such a sweet soul and I love her. But when Kim goes live and she starts running her yap, Fallon always wants to go over there and try and rectify the situation. She's not keeking it up or trying to, but you have to approach Kim like a human. You can't yell at her. You can't scream at her. And Fallon tries to go over there and be that person that kind of tries to mediate the situation, call her out, but hold her accountable, call her out, but also not seem like a jerk. Right, Fallon? Like, am I like putting that in the right context?
Absolutely. I mean, she's not going to listen anyway, but the 300 people in her chat are going to listen to what I'm saying. They're also going to see her body language and the fact that she can't really argue with me whenever I'm spitting facts and I'm putting it out there in a way that she understands. And I think a lot of that has to do with some of the people in the chat need to understand that Kim is going to always stretch the truth to her benefit. She is a professional victim when she's not lying. And then when she is lying, she's a professional victim using manipulation, emotional manipulation, because everything is woe is me.
Right. She always wants to say that we're bullying her. And that is not what we're doing. Poppy, was Poppy a supporter of Kim? At one point?
Yeah. Well, what I
just wanted to know. I'm not calling you out. I promise.
No. What I wanted to say was, and I'll be really quick, because I was really late to the Kim Peters bandwagon, I guess you could say, or party or whatever it was. I only started watching her about 2 months ago, and I mean, I'll be honest, I felt really sorry for her in the very beginning, and I gifted her twice. I mean, I'm fighting for disability. I don't work. I've never had the money to send her. But had I probably would have, because I really did feel sorry for her.
And Poppy, I just want to explain to you 1 second. I don't mean to cut you off. But I want to explain this is why we try and do what we do.
Well, yeah. I mean, thank God there was a Sunday that I think it was a Sunday, and I came across y'all's one of your lives, and you guys saw me come in, and you guys called me out, and I was glad. I think it might have been Fallon that did. And you
yeah.
guys totally told me, hey, really, really look into it. And I hadn't really looked into it, and I really did. And I haven't gone into her lives. And I mean, I still follow her and I kind of watch from the window because I'm just like, I'm still shocked at the train wreck that she is.
Right.
But after watching tonight, I'm going to block her. I can't watch anymore. It just makes me sick to my stomach.
Hey,
Good job,
Poppy.
Poppy.
I
Poppy,
can't believe
we are nosy just like you, I promise. And
I'm just shocked. I can't believe that someone is like that. It just shocks me.
and that's why we do what we do. And I'm really thankful that you were saved before you did
Yeah,
what
me
other
too.
people did, because so
Yeah.
many people sent her so much and lost
Yes.
because she lied and manipulated. So
Uh-huh.
I'm glad you're here.
My main reason for wanting the box was to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all are rock stars. You guys are hard workers, and I just want to thank you. And I hope that everybody that's in this live listened with the most open ears, and I hope that you're getting to them, guys, because you guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
I